What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, going to be casting the grand finals of the Balt Cup 3. Alongside me, I have Kasket once again. How are you doing, man?
Good, how are you, Mike?
I'm doing pretty well, especially since we see a Troll Warlord, which is a hero I love seeing. Even though he's like still a kind of common pick, I just love seeing Troll Warlord. He's one of those heroes that a long time ago everyone considered just pub trash, and nowadays he's being picked in pro games. So eat it, 6.5 whatever version.
I really like the Troll World. I love playing that hero. He's so much fun to play with. I mean, those whirling axes and the miss chance off of that, and he just does so much damage. It's just awesome.
And Ogre Powered actually going to open up with the exact two heroes that I saw them pick last game in the Darkseer and the Lich. I don't know if anyone on the other end saw them play this game, but if they do the same thing, then their next hero will be the Gyrocopter. So we'll see if the what is their team? God, why don't they have labels? Hold on. Hunters. We'll see if Hunters realize what Ogre Powered are going to go for, because they have a strategy planned. Like, I've already seen it, and it worked.
Yeah, actually, during the first game of tonight, Ogre Powered picked the same two heroes right off the bat, Darkseer and Lich, and then later on they picked up the Meepo as their fifth pick. It was actually really nice to see that game.
Alright, so clearly Ogre Powered have a good amount of flexibility in their lineup. We'll see what Hunters want to do with this. They have a fairly generic first two heroes to pick up. Troll Warlord could go as a hard carry. He could go towards the mid lane, more likely the mid lane than the hard carry. And H Prophet, of course, with that off lane / jungling, means that they have pretty much all the selection in the world for filling in their last picks. So maybe we'll see a Lifestealer or something, try to get some synergy with that Troll Warlord ultimate.
Yeah, or even the Nature's Prophet teleporting around and being able to just surprise you with two people out of nowhere. So that could definitely be a viable pick for them, picking up that Lifestealer.
As of right now, Ogre Powered going to get rid of the annoying heroes once again. Timbersaw being banned out by Hunters, Ogre Powered themselves banning out the Abaddon. So they're just trying to mess with the well, there you go. Lifestealer is being banned out, so it looks like Ogre Powered know just as much, if not more, of what I know, and Earthshaker being the final ban out from the Hunters side. And then we'll see what the Hunters team wants to pick up for their third hero. They still, again, have a lot of flexibility. It's going to be a Venomancer.
Wow, that's an interesting pickup. I like his Gale. I really wish they'd rework it a little bit so he could actually do it twice instead of just once with his mana pool, but he's still a pretty good hero. He can stop pushes, because I've seen Ogre Power just do a lot of push strats, and it worked really well, so I don't know, I guess we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, Venomancer recently got, I don't want to say buffed or nerfed. He got really, really changed in the last patch. Like, now his Plague Wards apply Poison Sting. Now Venomous Gale level 1 doesn't do any damage, which I'm not too sure if you could deny off that, because you have technically a damage over time, but the value is 0. I haven't seen that matter at all, but who knows. But he's still probably going to be played as a support hero. I've seen a pro game recently where Venomancer was just picked and then put him into the mid lane. I actually haven't finished watching that game, so I don't know how that worked. But that's also a viable strategy if they want to put Troll Warlord as their kind of hard carry hero. Put that guy in the bottom lane. They're going to go with the Chen and a Luna on the Ogre Powered side.
Yeah, Hunters actually has, like, very good flexibility. I mean, now they have the Chen in the jungle. They could basically put any of their three heroes anywhere else. So they actually aren't defined into any roles yet. So that could be kind of hard for Ogre Powered to figure out what they want to do. But Ogre Powered has their strat basically down. It's been a little bit flexible with the different heroes here and there, but they pretty much have been picking the same ones. So they already know what they're doing.
With that Luna, they will have a good amount of early game team fight. I mean, Luna Eclipse, the Chain Frost and the Lich, eventually the Darkseer Wall as well. That's a lot of burst damage, and, well, the Hunter side isn't really what I would call tanky. The Chen creeps might be a little bit troublesome, but wouldn't be too bad. And actually, Ogre Powered going to pick a TA right into a Venomancer. Usually you see Venomancer being picked to counter a TA, but that's pretty bold from Ogre Powered.
Yeah, that is, because the Venomancer works really well versus the Templar Assassin because of his stuff just ticks down that refraction so fast. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see the Templar Assassin go mid, and that might force the Venomancer mid. But even the Troll Warlord looks okay against the Templar Assassin.
And Venomancer mid isn't that terrible either. I mean, you'll have a Chen in the jungle. You'll have maybe even dual lanes with the new creep equilibrium changes, it could work. Just slam that Venomancer in the mid lane, and Venomancer probably won't win against TA, but he definitely will do a lot better than, I would say, a good amount of other heroes that can't really compete with the high damage of TA and that damage shield, such as like the Pucker, Pucker DK. But we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with that one. And then looks like we have the ban out with the Coddle, the last ban for Hunters. That's interesting. That something I would look at them maybe possibly picking if, you know, Ogre Powered went with a major push strat, but they decided to ban that one out themselves.
They actually have some pretty good damage from their heroes. Just for what they picked so far, gonna ban out the Death Prophets. I don't know if Hunters would have gone for that. They're actually gonna finish their lineup with the Lycanthrope. So I do think it's probably gonna be a Troll Warlord mid still with the last pickup.
And the Lycan's probably gonna be more of their hard carry, and I like the Lycan pickup. And looks like Enigma's the last one too.
Yeah, Lycan's going to give them a lot of pushing power. Venomancer, Plague Wards, you got the Treants from the Nature Prophet, you have the Chen Creeps, which all on their own give you a lot of pushing power, but then once you get that Howl on them, things just get ugly. Like, really ugly, really quickly.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I really like that the Lycan is actually coming back a little bit, because it's just, you know, he was very overpowered back in the day when he could jungle really well, but then I feel like they nerfed him to the point where nobody even cared about him, so it's nice to kind of see him come back.
Yeah, I would say out of the 7.79 hero changes, like, I'm okay with seeing more Lycan. I know that we're going to be seeing more Broodmother as well, probably, and I don't really want that, just because Broodmother is, like, such a horrible hero to watch. She's not a good spectator hero. But anyway, let's go over who's playing the Hunter side first. We have Fan of Soyeon going to be playing that Lycanthrope, heading down towards the bot lane. Last Hit Magic, the legend himself, apparently, is going to be playing the Chen in the jungle. Eosin is going to be on the Venomancer. Mid lane, we have Relic, who's doing a little bit of a dance with his Troll Warlord. And Finnith is going to be on the Nature's Prophet, going to head towards top first of all.
And on the side of OP, we have Foxy. He's going to be playing our Lich. He'll be actually on the top. Looks like we have a pause real quick, so I'll just continue through these picks really quick. We have RRJ on the Luna, going to be the hard carry around the top area as well, with Heavy Duty Burrito on the Enigma, will probably be in the jungle. Well, not probably, will be in the jungle. And we have in the middle Templar Assassin, next level Shiz. I call it Shiz. That's just me. And we have Hooked and Dead on the Darkseer, going to be on this long lane by himself.
See, I just want to point out that Nature Prophet, he will go to his top lane. I mean, that's pretty much a given. But Ogre Power, what they have going for them right now is the fact that they have both a Lich and an Enigma. And that combo, even if you picked it a couple versions ago, that would mean instantly 2 creeps from that wave would be denied. And that's what they did last game. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do this game as well. So right off the bat, Nature Prophet is going to receive less experience. So even if he does get a good Nature's Call pull, it won't really matter too much. And then you also have to consider the fact that there is also Sacrifice on the Lich. And that will give experience to Luna as well as himself. So another really source of experience income for this top lane, and Luna does pretty well with levels. You get more Lunar Blessing, get more Beam, get a faster Eclipse. It's a lot of damage that'll come in if the Lich is pretty good with that Sacrifice and really prevents the Nature's Prophet from getting in range of that.
Yeah, that's going to be really tough for this Nature's Prophet to get levels. Just, I mean, your creep wave comes out and it's already missing 2 creeps from it because of the Enigma and the Lich. That's going to be pretty detrimental. And I know the Enigma is not going to stay there all the time denying creep every time it comes by, but the Lich will be able to do that. And so, I mean, you already see it happening. It's 2 creeps, a ranged creep and a melee creep. And so, yeah, this Nature's Prophet is going to have a rough time getting experience.
Even if he does get a pull going with his Treants, it's not really going to matter. So, an Nature's Prophet is going to be in for a rough time. His lane is going to push very, very hard right off the bat, and you could do some antics with the Treants, but really it's not going to matter. On the bottom end, we have Fan of Soyeon going to be dealing with Ion Shells. It's going to be very annoying for him, actually. Howl is picked up at level 1, which will give all of the units on the map a good amount of damage. And, well, now that Yosin's here, it will be a little bit easier for him to deal with this lane, but still that Ion Shell is going to be a very annoying just poking tool against that Lycanthrope, assuming that Hooked and Dead could actually get those Ion Shells on the creeps.
Yeah, and then as soon as this Darkseer hits level 2 and is able to get a point and surge, I think he'll be just fine, because even if Gale hits him, he'll still be able to pretty much get away from all this. So he just needs to get his level 2, and then he should be okay on that lane.
But he's struggling quite a bit. You can see Eosin just parked here, literally not even moving. He could be like out into another room right now. But just by doing that, he's keeping Hooked and Dead back off the lane. And that level 2, as you said before, yeah, is a very important level for the Darkseer. It'll mean that in order to kill the Darkseer, they will need a Nature's Prophet who has a point in Sprout in order to actually get any sort of hard disable. Otherwise, Surge is pretty good. Although, taking a Gale without Surge is not exactly going to be great for him.
No, it's not. I mean, he's already losing half his life, and the only reason the Lycan probably didn't want to go on that is to get his farm here, and also that he Ion Chilled himself, so...
You can see in the mid lane, we have the Troll Warlord versus the Templar Assassin lineup. Of course, I think TA just got first hit bashed from the very small percentage chance to bash, but next level Shiz is having a little bit of trouble versus this Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord does have, I think, more damage when he's in that Berserker Rage form. Yes, he does, just by a little bit. But it's actually not too hard to deal with the TA as Troll Warlord because of that mischance. Like, it's not something that you think about initially about Whirling Axes, but having a TA miss a single refraction hit, that's pretty huge, especially when you're doing even damage trades.
Yeah, especially if she's trying to get her reflection to go off to get like damage onto the hero as well as getting like a last hit on something, and if that mischance, she's gonna get out farmed if she doesn't watch out.
Like, speaking of that mischance, she just missed a meld shot, and now she might even be a little bit of trouble. Relic could dive this tower just in one more hit. The meld, though, coming just in time. Next level is going to survive, at least for now, but Relic, he didn't really spend that much to actually do that. He's going to salve up, bottle up, and he could go straight in again. TA's got to watch himself in this mid lane.
Yeah, that DD rune was definitely important for Relic to pick up. Now that he's got that DD rune, he's basically been able to shut out this Templar Assassin in the mid lane. The TA's just kind of had to sit back and just let this Troll Warlord do whatever he wants and get all this farm right off the bat, and a bunch of denies.
You really see the difference of the levels in the offlane heroes. Darkseer having a lot of trouble with his Venomancer, whereas Finnith, just being a ranged hero, I think he even has more range than the Lich. Yeah, he has 50 more range than the Lich. Means that he could actually get some of this experience. And now we have last hit magic in the jungle, clearing off a good stack of, I think a triple stack at least, of the hard camp with the Tornado Wildkin. Heavy Duty Burrito's doing okay, but the bottom lane is going to be pressured, I think, pretty harshly by this Chen pretty soon. And once he hits that level 5 mark, that's 2 creeps, and there is a Dark Troll Summoner just waiting for him to pick up.
Yeah, I think this Venomancer, Eosin playing on this Venomancer has done an amazing job keeping this Darkseer away, like not allowing him to do anything, whereas the Lich hasn't really been able to deny anything from the Nature's Prophet. The Nature's Prophet's been able to just do whatever he wants and been up close, and he's kind of has like no worries whatsoever.
It's definitely the Howl that gives plus 30 damage. That's kind of helping with that. Like, if the Lich decides to start a fight, then instantly the Howl goes out, and then you could try to damage shade with the Nature's Prophet. Probably not going to end too well for you. But yeah, I agree. The Lich definitely struggling to be as active a support as Eosin. And you can see Eosin actually going to go for Poison Sting, and we'll see if he wants to go for a couple more points in the wards, or if he wants to go for a little bit more of a damaging build and actually try to lock down this Darkseer. I expect to see just a standard Plague Ward build, and eventually, once Last Hit Magic hits a couple more levels, this bottom lane tower is not going to be long for life. Although Finnith is in a huge amount of trouble, got Lucent Beamed instantly into a Frost Blast, and then just the right clicks with the plus 22 damage from Lunar Blessing on 2 heroes, going to bring him down.
Wow, that Nature's Prophet had to have been overextending a little too far out to have that happen. I totally missed it. I was checking out the 2 jungling heroes to see what they're doing, but yeah, he definitely got caught out there. That's something that he needs to worry about, especially if Luna gets another level. As soon as she hits level 6, she could destroy that Nature's Prophet if he doesn't get his Tree Ant summoned in time.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet got set back a little bit from that, but he's still like so much farther than the Darkseer, like an obnoxious amount ahead over the Darkseer. So it's gonna hurt him. It's gonna hurt him, the team, quite a bit. But you know, fortunately for them, for the Hunter side, Lich got the kill, so it's not a lot of gold going into the hard carry's pocket. It's going into the Lich's pocket, which is, you know, no big deal. And on top of that, he's already ahead, and he's gonna remain ahead. And looks like Last Hit Magic with 2 Centaurs might be thinking about making a push in this bottom lane soon.
Yeah, I was just gonna make a comment. The jungle hero Chen is actually doing a way better job of jungling than the Enigma is. He's already he hit level 5 first. He's already started his rotation to try to possibly get a gank off. And the Enigma, I was noticing he had to go back to base like 2 or 3 times, where the Chen has yet to go back to base, and so that's definitely a plus. They're winning the war in the sense of that as well in the jungle. So
I think it's also important to note that Enigma used his first conversion on a lane creep instead of getting an instant kill, which set him down from the beginning. And I don't think he's definitely behind the Chen, but I don't think he's that far behind. I would say that Heavy Duty Burrito, despite the fact that he did deny that first lane creep instead of getting an instant kill, is not doing too bad. Although I do agree with you, he is a little bit behind, and I think it's just a matter of time before the pushing is going to really start to happen on both ends. I mean, the Hunter side, they have the Howl, level 3 now on the Lycanthrope, so that's a huge amount of damage going to towers. And on the other side, you have the Eidolons, you have the Auras from the Luna, and just a lot of damage overall coming out. So I think it might be a push war coming pretty soon.
yeah, I definitely think that both teams are able to definitely push, and they can both definitely counter push. The Luna is definitely good at pushing and counter pushing. Once she gets some levels and she gets some points into those glaives, she becomes definitely a force to be able to stop pushes and whatnot.
Oh, next level shit. Just found a double damage rune as well as a haste rune, though he's a little bit outnumbered. Doesn't want to take 1 versus 3 with 2 centaurs. Hooked and Dead thinking about going in there as well, but next level shit getting some pretty good luck with the series of runes that he's receiving. He actually wants to go onto Relic. He's going to miss his meld hit. There's the trap, and he's going to put some pretty good damage onto Relic, although here comes the mischance. Might make things a little bit difficult, especially with the haste rune running out. He doesn't have any vision of the support, so he's going to back off and just settle for a little bit of free time away from the Troll Warlord, because Troll Warlord has been putting the screws to this TA in a big way, doubling her CS, and more than doubling her denies as well.
Yeah, definitely. And well, we see a smoke gank coming possibly on the top here. It looks like the Chen is smoked up with the Venomancer and all of the Chen creep. So we should keep an eye out for that. But if the TA didn't have gotten that that haste rune, I think the TA would have got caught there. So.
Oh, definitely. She was absolutely dead if she didn't have that haste rune. But Lasted Magic does have a Dark Troll, so it's probably the best tool to actually kill this Darkseer. Darkseer also very low on mana, so they're just waiting for Fanasoyon to push up the lane just a little bit more, and then Hooked and Dead has really got to watch himself. I don't think he senses anything right now, and it's just a matter of time before they actually go in. And it looks like they're moving right now. Here comes the Nature's Prophet as well. Hooked and Dead. I do not like your chances right now. There's the net. There's the Troll Stomp as well. He's in the Sprout. There's the Wrath of Nature. That guy's very dead.
Yeah, that was set up great. I mean, as soon as that Nature's Prophet teleported in, the Chen creeps moved in, and it was immediate net, tree block, stun, and dead. He didn't have a chance. There was nothing. I mean, they even had Gale and everything to back it up, and they ended up taking the tower as well. So
they have the kill. They have the Treants. They have a huge army, and in 5 seconds they'll have Howl as well. Unfortunately for the last tower, there was fortification, so I didn't see how much damage this Howl actually did, but now we'll see. My god, this tower is not going to last very long at all, even with many of the creeps skipping focus on the tower. This is an easy bottom lane, just caved out from the Hunter's side, and now they could look to do the same thing towards the mid lane, towards the top lane, towards every lane, really.
Yeah, that Howl is such a huge spell, and you can already see that now that he's got Vladimir's offering and everything, they're taking both towers. They're probably just going to easily take Roshan here as well, because I don't think there's anything that OP can do about it, because the pushing potential just insane. They probably have to have all 5 just to stop that push, and they just can't do that right now.
They don't even have that great counter push. Their AoE is very, very low. I mean, they'll have eventually some Moonglaves, some spillover from the TA, but I guess a Frost Blast kind of, but really there's not much AoE at all. And I guess the best tool is the Ion Shell, but Ion Shell creeps won't last very long when focused with Howl and all those spells that are flying through. And Roshan is just melting. This is absurd how fast you're taking this hero down. All thanks to Lycanthrope's Howl.
Yeah, that Howl and then all those Venomancer wards, the Chen. I mean, yeah, poor Roshan, he didn't stand a chance.
Did Lycanthrope's Howl get changed in the last patch, or is it just the metagame shifting towards more pushing? I mean, you have Nature's Prophet and Chen, which have been kind of staples forever, but then Venomancer's been fading in and out. Lycanthrope, kind of the same thing. Is it just the pushing that's causing this? think it's like necessarily heroes. I think it's just what teams want to do right now, and it seems to be working. Ogre powered. Really wish they had a Lina or some sort of AoE or Keeper of the Light. But they're going to go right in. There's Chain Frost, but there's so many creeps. Black Hole is going to catch 2, but it's not going to last very long. There's Eclipse as well, but there's so many creeps. That Eclipse did pretty much nothing. Looks like the Hunter squad is going to bowl right through the Ogre Power team. Hooked and Dead has a Surge, but he's blocked by a ward. The ward from Yosin. Beautifully placed, and 6-1. They have the Aegis still. They have the momentum. They're just going to keep going. Choo-Choo Tower mid, you're next.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have gotten a slight buff. I'm not sure, but it might just be because of the pushing. It's just insane. It's just that's all I've seen. I've seen strats where people build 5 Necro books and they just push like none other. And with the lineup that they have, with the trees and I mean, you gotta realize that they have the Troll Roller too. If he blows his ult and uses Battle Trance as well as the Lycan using Howl, that is insane DPS, like insane. And you just saw it. They wiped them. They took it to your tower.
And now it's Sprout onto 2. Is there any follow-up? There's the Gale as well as the Whirling Axe's range. Relic is just going to go dive straight in, already taking down the Darks here. Going to try to take down Heavy Duty Burrito. Needs one more hit. There he goes. He's going to take that as well. The tower's still alive. Relic taking some pretty good damage, but does have 10 stick charges. Does have the bottle as well. RRJ trying to secure that kill, but it's not going to happen. The Treants with the Howl and the Iron Shell forcing him back just by themselves. And well, they're just going to go straight for the Raxes. 11 minutes. I said last game that Ogre Powered took Raxes in 19 minutes, which is pretty quick. But Hunter's putting that time to shame.
Yeah.
The Raxes now going down.
And, you know, having that, the Lycan doesn't even care. He's just going to lose his Aegis. It looks like we do have somebody disconnected, though. But
she's still being played, looks like. So.
Yeah. But no, I just don't think they have anything to do. They just can't. I mean, the Chen has all of his creeps. The Venomancer could just place a whole ton of wards. The Nature's Prophet just gets all of his creeps going out there, his Treants, and then the Battle Trance and the Howl. And you just saw it right there. They walked in, didn't even have to worry about the tower or anything. Killed 2 heroes, took the tower, took the Rax, and what they lose? An Aegis. That was it.
I also would like to note that Chen has 3,800 gold. So, Radiance Chen? Or just Necro Book 3? I mean, yes. No, Dagon. Okay. That'll work. That'll kill people. Nature's Prophet has a Necro Book. Venomancer has a Necro Book. And Lycanthrope. They all have Necro Books. So, looks like pushing is the name of the game. And with mid-Rax taken so early on, is it the play style of Hunters that's doing it? Or is it just the fact that Ogre Power don't have any AoE and they just got outdrafted hard?
I think it's a little both. I think the playstyle has switched towards the whole, you know, just massive push in the game soon. But at the same time, I think they did get outdrafted. I mean, that Howl plus the Battle Trance plus all the units getting the buff, I mean, you just see it. I mean, the gold graph and the experience graph already show that 7,500 for Team Hunters. That's insane. They're already up almost 20,000 gold. It's 13 minutes in the game, and I would almost expect unless OP can do something huge in this team fight, I think it's over.
And I would also, the last ban from the Hunter side was the Keeper of the Light, and I think that might be the only hero that would keep them afloat in this situation. Heavy Duty Burrito gonna come in with a 4-man black hole, but Chen from the downhill is gonna annihilate him. There's a Chain Frost, but there's so many creeps again. Eclipse is gonna be burned. Actually, they're taking some pretty good damage. Relic as well as the Nature's Prophet both gonna go down, but at what cost? Already 3 down for the Ogre powered side. Yosin is gonna get dropped pretty low as well. The tower focus might do him in. It's gonna be close. One more tower shot will do it, but here comes Fanasoya, and he's gonna first of all eat the Luna, second of all hit Foxy a couple times. That's gonna be a nice easy meal for that wolf. 4 down for OP, and they still have the pushing potential here. A couple Plague Wards, the Wolves are still up, Lycans, Auras are still up, Howl's there, and mid lane is pushing, so this top tower is not long for life, I don't feel.
No, this top tower is going to go. I mean, that was almost the best that you can expect out of OP. I mean, he did get a 4-person black hole. If he would have been able to catch that Chen, that just would have sealed that for them. But you could see what happened. He didn't catch the Chen was able to nuke him down and kill him, and then it went 3 for 5. And they lost the tower. I mean, just wait till they all get back up with all their Necro books. They're not going to be able to stop this.
And that was just a level 4 test of faith, Dagon, and 1 right click that killed the Enigma. So That's a 100-0 combo right there. I don't know how much damage the Test of Faith did exactly, but that was just Chen killing the Enigma without any creeps or anything. So the bottom lane is going to be their next target, it looks like, and I agree. There's not much OP can do about this. They just really need some sort of AoE, any sort of AoE spell. Keeper of the Light would be ideal, but unfortunately, Hunters were one step ahead of OP this game. Ban that out.
And the problem is their big ultimates and AoE are on the Luna and the Lich. I mean, I guess they do have the Enigma Black Hole, but the Luna and the Lich, every time they throw those their spells out there, it just does nothing because there's so many creeps from the tree ants, from the Lycan with his 2 wolves, so there's nothing they can do.
Yeah, and now the rest of OP are just pretty much getting mopped up. Enigma got out of there just barely, but TA, yep, there's a level 3 Necrobook there. You cannot hide. She's going to go down as well. Wall got dropped, which is going to mess with them a little bit, but it's only a level 1 wall. Yeah, it is, so it's not really going to last long. There it goes, and it's going to be the bottom lane that's going to get howled and battle trance down. My god, fortification. I bet the entire team are glad for that, but this tower is still not very long for life, and yeah, this looks like the game is starting to wind to a close. Relic going to dive deep. Dagon securing the Lich, vacuuming him back, but Relic is right in front of the fountain. He doesn't have a care in the world. Just going to town, and what was that, level 5 Dagon? Level 4 Dagon on Chen. That's some big damage.
Yeah, this game is over. Level 3 Necrobook on the Nature's Prophet. Level 4 Dagon on a Chen. I mean, your Chen is your support. He's supposed to get your mech, but he didn't even care.
Chain Frost is going to kill the Venomancer. RJ with the Eclipse can do some heavy damage to Relic, who might actually go down, although I think he can just turn around and, yeah, do that. That happened. And now we also have Fan of Soyeon securing the Mega Creeps in the top lane. There's nothing that OP can do about this. This game is as good as over.
Yeah, and you see that Dagon come out. As soon as it cooled down, he just blew up. Just blew up the Luna. And the Luna just got a little bit unlucky with her Lunar Eclipse. Yeah, it's over.
Alright, so it looks like Hunters are going to be the champions of the, well, Black Hole. Get him, Burrito! Yeah, okay. So they're going to be the champions of the Balt Cup 3. Kind of disappointingly fast game, although a brutal push comp. Would never thought that the strat was so effective. Heavy Duty Burrito, that is exactly what I was thinking. This has been brutally effective.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm impressed with that strat. That was just insane. Battle Trance plus Lycan, and then you just got so many creeps to go to behind that. I mean, insane. I mean, even if you like switch the Venomancer for the Enigma and you had those Enigma creeps, that would just destroy any team. So that's going to be something that people are going to have to come up with and figure out a way to stop that.
I gotta say, Keeper of the Light, probably the only one, unless you take out the heroes, like pick the heroes yourself, like, you know, try to nail out Chen, Nature's Prophet for your own team. It's gonna be really hard to deal with this because that push is intense, and it's hard to deal with.
That was intense.
Alright, so that is going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and Kasket, do you have anything to say before I cut the recording off?
Thanks for having me again. It's a pleasure. I enjoy casting with you, Mike. Follow me on Twitch at Kasket Dota. Feel free to give comments and whatnot. I always want to hear what you guys say, hear what you guys have to say, just so I can get better. And I can't wait for the next cup to come up.
Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. GG.